Right, we've got the grill off the Mimar. Nicely made. And the blades seem to be loose. They should just pull off and there they go. Okay. Wow. So let's, here's what the blade hub looks like. Not exactly sure how this attaches. Interesting. There must be some information under this cap. We're going to take that off. And here's the thing is the motor is, wow, that doesn't spin at all. So, not sure what that means for this. The oil tube is strange, goes all the way up like that. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what we do next. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. This is very, very stuck. Might try to move that a little bit by hand. All right, we'll see what happens. I got the screws off of the cap. Let's see what's in here. You're seeing it for the first time with me. There's our set screw. Kind of figured that's what we would find underneath here. So that should be, I like when it looks without the cap on it. So we'll see if we can get that out of there. That could be a part of the problem, that this was all stripped out or something. Let's find out. Set screw's okay. It turned out to be the, what does it say, 1/8? A little hard to read, anyway. Yeah, so this is very badly stuck. I tried to get a little oil in, I tried to get some WD-40 in. It's got a plate on the back. But I don't know if I want to take that off just yet. I don't know if that holds the bearing or what. But yeah, this is stuck like super bad. It won't even move with the wrench really. And I don't want to scuff it up too much. So what I might be able to do is get the motor out of the housing. If I can loose these up, and got them on either side, the motor hopefully will just push out and then we can maybe pop it apart. Maybe. We'll see. All right. The problem with my plan is these little crimps. They're on both sides and they might be sort of holding the motor in. There's like a lip there. So I'm not actually convinced that this is actually going to pop out. I might have to take more of this apparatus apart than I was planning. Alright, I got the rear grill off, but it runs through the cord. Yikes, not a fan of that. But now at least we can get these top and bottom screws out, which hold the top of the casing together. Alright, we've got the top and bottom brace screws out. I misspoke. It doesn't hold it all together, but that's what holds it in up and down. And then these two pieces, once I get these 4 bolts out, should spread this way. They look like they're not connected. And then the motor should just pop out. Hopefully, we're gonna hope. We'll see. All right, with the tools I own, I'm not finding it possible to get in here to get these off. I just don't have a small enough wrench or a small enough, large enough /large enough screwdriver. So my only real option might be just to leave the motor in the casing and take the ends off. This one has screws. It looks like the ends, there's no bolts that go through, that they literally just pop on. So I might be able to get it apart that way. We're gonna find out. We'll start on the back here. No. Guess we'll start on the front. I don't know. I don't really know what to do. But this is going to be stuck behind there. I'm going to start on the front. I'm going to try and flip it over. I got the 4 screws out, but it's still not going to matter until I can get the fan out of this damn housing, because these are still locked in by these little crimps. Alright, so we have what looks like the bronze bearing is sticking out here at the back of the housing. This is the deal, the cover that's on here, because they probably used this motor for the oscillating fans as well, obviously. And so this cover covers that up. You get your little oil wick in here. Not sure if that's supposed to stick all the way out like that. That could be a part of the problem that we have with this. And it seems like the shaft is seized inside the bearings here. Mechanically speaking, it's a little out of my scope. But we're going to hit it with some WD-40 both sides and see if maybe it'll free up. Alright, I've got a vice grip attached and the rotor is moving. However, the problem is that the bearing is going with it. You can see the bearing wants to turn. It stops, but it's a little loose where it's pinned in. It looks like there's a little pin here. So the shaft is moving slowly. I'm going to keep spraying. I'm not using the WD-40, I'm using this stuff my brother sent me, the Crazy Juice. And hopefully by tomorrow we'll have this moving a little free. I mean, it's just such a disaster. I don't know if this is ever going to actually come free, and I don't like that the bearing is moving. The bearing looks a little ganked up, and I don't know if it's supposed to be that far out. So there's no way to know any answers on that. We'll see what we can do. This might be a good candidate to send out to Texas to Whiskey Lizard, see if he can get it going for us. Probably expensive. But mechanically speaking, this might be not something that I can actually fix. So there you go. So let's work on it a little more. Oh yeah. The oil thing is not taking any more oil. This doesn't move at all. It's a little looser today, but it doesn't even fall under its own weight, as you can see. So pretty bad. Not really sure what to do next. You can keep hitting it with the WD-40, I guess. That's what I guess I'll keep doing for now. Pretty much a mess on this one. So we're going to keep trying. A couple of days worth of hitting it with, I hit it with some of the WD-40 and then some of this other stuff and then oil, and I've been trying to oil it, but the oil isn't doing it. Alright, so this morning I've just been continuing to hit it with WD-40, and as you can see, it's starting to free up a little bit. As it pushes back, you can see I got a little movement here. It does now. It moves back and forth without holding on to the fan. So that's good. So I'm just continuing to hit it with WD-40, and we're starting to get a little. See, now you can see that it swings down. So we might actually be able to get this to run. I don't want to take, these were hard to get on there, so I'm going to take these off until I'm sure that we've really got it pretty freed up. So I'm just going to keep hitting it with the WD-40, and if we can get it to run, then we'll throw the blades on. Alright, we've made a good amount of progress. As you can see, it's got a lot of to and fro play. Doesn't seem to be any up and down, and it seems to be moving pretty free. So I think we're ready to maybe plug her in and see if it runs under its own power. We're going to go ahead and give it a try. We've got it plugged in. Our switch is down here, so we'll go high first. There you go. The housing is rattling a little bit. And there's low. So it's going to act obviously different with the blades on it, but at least it's freed up enough to spin a little bit. And we'll run it a few times. Let's start putting it back together. First thing I do is I'm going to reattach those. Alright, note to self, vice grips and cardboard were not the right tool. Vice grips, they were what I needed, but I needed something that was going to protect the metal a little better. Cardboard didn't do it, so I have to hit this with a little steel wool, make sure that's smooth right there. Alright, so here we got the blades on, which is pretty nice. Let's run it with the blades on it.